Welcome to the Records Inventory Management application demo. In this demo, we will show you how to configure application roles, set application properties, configure email notification, enabling the guided tours, the application portal overview, and new record submission and approval workflow. So the first thing we want to do is assign the applicable roles to the users for the application. We have 3 roles for the application: admin role for the application configuration, manager role for approvers who will be approving the records, and the user role, which is the basic role to have access and submit records. I will start by assigning the admin role for user David Miller. I will search here for user administration, go to users, and I will search for user David Miller. I will scroll down to the Roles tab, click on the Edit button, and I will search for the Leidit role. I start typing x_Leidit, and then you will see the 3 roles. And I will add the admin role to David Miller. Once I click Save, I will get an info message that it has been added, and I can see in the bottom that in addition to the admin role, the manager and the user role have been added as well, since the admin role is the highest level one. So now I want to add the other roles. I want to assign the manager role and the user role. I will do the manager role to both users, Abraham Lincoln and Abel Tudor, and I will assign the user role to user Adela Servants. So I will go to user administration again, users, select user Abraham Lincoln, and in the roles section, click edit, and here search for deleted roles and add the manager role. Click save. And I get an info message that the role has been assigned. And you can see that the manager and the user role have been added. I will click update. And I will do the same to Abel Tudor. And I will assign the user role to Adela Servants. And you can see that only the user role has been added. Click update. So let's start with setting up the system properties. I have impersonated the user David Miller with the admin rights, and I want to go to the application properties. So I will type in General Records Inventory and select Application Properties from the menu. In this view here, I can set up the approval preferences. For example, setting up the RLO and/or the supervisor approval for the records. By default, both approvals are required. And if we go, for example, to a new record from Portal, you can see that in the Forms approval section, both the RLO and the supervisor's approval are required. So I will go ahead and uncheck the RLO's approval and click OK. This will bring up an info message that the record has been updated. So now if I go back to the new record from Portal, I can see that the RLO approval doesn't appear anymore. I will go back and check the RLO approval and click OK. The next step in the admin configuration is to configure the application's email notifications. The records management application generates its customized email notification in the event user approval is required or when a work note has been added to the record, etc. To avoid sending the out-of-the-box approval notification in addition to the application's notification, we need to configure the out-of-the-box email notifications. In order to do that, we will go to UI 16, go to System Notifications, and then select Notifications. In the notifications list, I will search for the approval request and open the approval request here. In the When to Send tab, I will add the following condition. We will select approval for, and here we make sure to enable the related fields. Select show related fields. We need for approval and then task fields. And in the task field, we select the task type. So task type is not. And then here we select the general records inventory task type. So here we make sure that the out-of-the-box notification isn't sent when the approval notification is sent for the general records inventory. The last step for the admin in this demo is to enable the guided tours in case they are not enabled in your instance. So we go here in UI 16 and we enter sys_properties.list. And in the system properties, we want to search for com.snc guided, and here in the guided tours.sp enabled, we need to make sure that the value is true. So this concludes the admin configurations part, and now we will go to the portal part. Welcome to the Records Inventory Management application demo. The portal address is your instance address followed by /, then RIMA. In the top part here, you can see that the user's profile is populated. You can take the guided tour, how to create a new record. Here you have 6 cards. The first one is the new record submission. The My Records inventory list enables viewing opened records by the logged in user, and it lists all of the records that the user has opened or where the user has been set as the maintained by in the form. The All Records inventory list lists all of the records that you have approved, and for managers it would list all of the records in the organization based on your access level. The My Approvals link lists all the records that require approval by the logged in user. The Dashboard link enables viewing general records reports depending on the user permission level. The General Record Schedule lists all of the general schedules details, so when you click on any of those items, it would open up a form with all of the details for disposition instructions, etc. The guided tour provides you with an overview of the portal and the steps to create a new record. Okay, so now we will submit a new record. In the new record form, you can see that the number is automatically populated as well as the date prepared, the department, the logged in user, maintained by, the office, and by default today's date. In the top part, you can see this chevron here which indicates the current stage of the record. So in our example here, this is a completely new record. In the approval field, I will set the names Abel Tutor, and in the division supervisor Abraham Lincoln, I will set the inventory dates, which period the inventory covers, September 19 until 2020. Once I have filled all of the fields, I can proceed to the series inventory. In the series number, this is a drop-down menu where you can select any series number, and once you select that, the series description and disposition instructions would be populated automatically. And I'll click Save. So once I have saved the series inventory, the record will be added in the Manage Series Inventory section. I can go in and edit the form or delete it, or I can add a new series inventory. In the General Record Inventory History and Comments section, I click on the arrow to expand it, and this section is for notes and comments that you want to send to the approvers or any person who is on the form. So I will just type a test. Hello, this is a test comment. And in the recipient list, I can select which people will receive the notification once I add the note. So they could be people from the form that I have assigned before or anyone else in the organization. Once done, I will click Send. So at this stage, I can save my form for later, or I can submit for approval. So I will go ahead and click Submit. And I get an info message that the record has been successfully submitted. So at this stage, I want to impersonate Abel Tutor, the RLO, who should be reviewing the form at this stage. So at this stage, Abel has received the following notification that a record is awaiting his review, and he has a link to the record. Once he clicks the link, it will take him to the portal view. Another way to access the approvals is from the portal. Click on My Approval, and this is the record that has just been submitted by Adela. Abel can approve from here directly, or click the record number, review the record, and approve or reject. I will click on Approve, and you can see that the stage has been set to Supervisor Review, which is Abraham Lincoln in our case. So I will impersonate him and approve the record as well. So here I have impersonated Abraham Lincoln. I will go to my approvals, scroll down, and I will open the record and I will approve. So now the record status is completed and all of the approvals are done.